John McCain feeling the heat for criticizing Reverend Wright. The Obama campaign claims that McCain is breaking his promise to run a respectful campaign, but is it disrespectful to criticize a reverend who likens U.S. Marines to Romans during the crucifixion of Christ? Let's ask Democratic strategist Liz Chatterton and Princella Smith of American Solutions. Liz, you think McCain is in the wrong here. Why?
I do think McCain is in the wrong because Reverend Jeremiah Wright does not work for the Obama campaign. He has no connection officially to the Obama campaign, and yet John McCain is trying to continue to stir this hornet's nest, connecting somehow Reverend Wright to Barack Obama's campaign, and the two have separated. Barack Obama has said he denounces what Reverend Wright is saying, and the Reverend Wright has said that he and Barack Obama have different jobs. McCain is desperate. He's looking for anything to attack Barack Obama on, and this is all he's got.
What do you make of that, Princella?
Well, first of all, why should John McCain come under any fire for condemning Barack Obama for not coming out and saying things against what his pastor has said? There is definitely a tone of sadness and disappointment to this. You know, Barack Obama became popular on a tone of positivity and bringing people together. So why shouldn't people question him not being able to come out and condemn fully what his pastor has done? This is a shame and actually an insult to the American people's intelligence. And the people that are like me, that are for real change, are going to demand that Barack Obama do something about this man who he sat under for 20-plus years, who he donated thousands of dollars to, who's spewing such anti-American things.
So, Liz, do you think it is incumbent upon any candidate, when a reverend with ties to another presidential candidate, past, present, or future, says something crazy, to state it and to say that you're opposed to that?
You know, actually, Neil, I do. I think it's important that when you do have a spiritual leader that you've been connected to that says things that you don't agree with, you should come out and denounce it. And what's interesting is that McCain has not come out and denounced any of the crazy things that some of the pastors and ministers who support John McCain have said. For instance, John Hagee, who came out and said that Katrina was because New Orleans wanted to have a gay pride parade. That's insane. And yet John McCain has stood next to Pastor John Hagee, and McCain hasn't apologized.
To be fair, Liz, he did say he did not agree with that. And the difference here, of course, is Hagee was not his pastor for the past 20-plus years. But it's a good point. Princella, let me raise with you this idea that the Reverend Wright, at least if you're the opposition, is the gift that keeps giving. Will he be?
Well, I'm sorry, Neil, could you repeat the question?
That Reverend Wright is just going to provide plenty of ammunition for John McCain.
Yes, absolutely. If he really, this has now become a selfish thing that's all about Reverend Wright. If he really cared about Barack Obama as a candidate, he would just be quiet. And it's quite an insult to the 90% of African Americans who now make up Barack Obama's voter base to say that this is about black people in the black church. That is absolutely ludicrous. I grew up in the black church. Not one time did I hear a minister curse from the pulpit. Not one time did I hear a minister say GD America or any of the other things. Not one time did I hear a minister say that white people injected black people with AIDS and that's why they have AIDS. This is ridiculous. It's selfish on the part of Reverend Jeremiah Wright. And yes, absolutely, Neil, it is going to hurt Barack Obama in the general election should he be the nominee.
Liz?
Unfortunately, I have to agree with Princella on that last point. I do think that Reverend Wright could be real damaging to Senator Obama if he's the nominee. However, and we've heard this time and time again, if it was going to come out, we'd rather it come out now than next October. So I think by the time that we get there, it'll be old news.
Ladies,
not old news.
Well, it'll keep giving, I guarantee you that. Ladies, thank you both very much. As they were